Not bad, yourself? Check.
Oh my God, is that Caroline? And Dave?
Maybe. Looks like Dave back there, yeah. Well, good afternoon, everybody. This is Broadcasting with Brew, and this is your U16A Barrie Blizzards as they're going to take on the Sunderland Sting in the final regular season league game of the year. We just played them last week at a really small rink in Cannington, and it was a tough one there. Well, we got some really big ice today as we're on the Olympic-sized rink here at Allendale and Barrie, so should be a change in play. We'll see if it gives us any help this time around, as we were not so good last week with that small ice, and there was no room to move. So let's see if it helps us or helps both teams. We'll see what kind of game we get here. In other news, I was checking around the league and stats and tournaments, and the AA tournament going on. Our Barrie U14 AA went down there. They ended up going 0-4-1. They had a tie. They were in a lead and couldn't quite hang on to it, but by the sounds of it, they had themselves a good weekend being there. And hopefully next year some of those girls can find maybe something bigger and better there, some more wins. So, and well, looks like this is getting started pretty quick here. So, and here we go. Sunderland with a pass out to the close side to start as they're approaching the blue line. They get a nice pass in on the close side boards. 97 on the carry, down and around as she's circling. So I thought, oh no, 99's the defense. That's what I was thinking. There's a shot on net. It's up and over the net, though. Emma was reaching up for it. Didn't have to grab it, though, and looks like Sunderland's going to come away with the loose ring out of the corner there to start. Circling up and around the top, shot low. Looked for a backdoor pass, but was not able to get it. Cadeau on the ring, sends it into the neutral zone. It's off on the far side boards. Sunderland there gets to it first. Charlie and Sophie on the attack, but couldn't knock it loose as Sunderland gets it up, and that's a two-line pass, though. And backtracking is Jade to pick up that loose ring as she goes behind the net. Looking up, back pass for some support. It's into the middle with nobody there, but Sunderland shot off the shoulder of Emma and over the net. Just got to watch those passes there, girls. Big ice there. It doesn't go as far as you think. Leaves it in the danger zone. Jade still battling the boards there, helped out by, I think that's Cassidy there. She has to turn back now. You got to skate away, kid. And she gets away just enough, finding a support pass far side for Jade. Jade sending a pass up for Charlie. Charlie cross ice for Cadeau, but again, not hard enough and intercepted by Sunderland. And as they come back into the zone, shot there, blocked by Cassidy in the skates. Cadeau couldn't quite grab it as Sunderland retrieves it, and they back off here, getting themselves reset. Kelsey dodging there, almost was able to get to her in time, but Sunderland players watching her closely. Number 10 driving through our triangle, backdoor pass shot, and there is the first goal of the game by Sunderland. And you just see she drove right between her sticks, and the backdoor player just sneaks in at just the right time. Such a huge thing to train for, that's for sure. Just the timing of it was just perfect for them to slide in. Tough one, Emma, and defense heads on a swivel. You know, it's a tough one, though. When they break through the first two people, you got to attack her. You got to hopefully block that pass somehow. So, pass off the side for Nora from Kayla. Looks like Kayla might be playing up on the front end here. She gets play. Kelsey gets it from Ella. Kelsey looking up front. Nobody there. She circles around. She's got Kayla back with her. She throws across ice to Ella. Ella, quick shot! Oh, goalie made a nice save coming across there, though. And as Sunderland got that ring behind us, being stick checked by Ella there. She knocked it loose but couldn't quite grab it, and Sunderland is out into the neutral zone with a breaking player on a breakaway. Kayla's back quick, though, and nicely ties up the stick and stops that breakaway from happening. Battling in behind along the board, Sunderland spinning out with it as they circle down low. Shot clock's ticking there. They got one off of Emma. It's on the side there, but they got the reset as they pick it up off the side of the net. Pushing out the top, Chloe and Kayla working out a center. Are we missing somebody today? Why we got so much extra here? Just trying to figure out what our lines are looking like here. Could be one of those last games, you know, play around with some stuff here. Sunderland trying to drive through. 10 turns back, a backdoor again. Not quick enough on the stab. Nice save by Emma as she slides across. Rebound picked up by Sunderland as they come in again. Shot high, crossbar. Oh, it looks like it hit mesh. I thought that was maybe just crossbar, but they're going to give that goal to them as it went off the mesh, and maybe we can see it here ourselves. Shot up over the shoulder. I didn't see any mesh bounce, but referee's right there and calls it in, so. Well, a quick 2-goal deficit here to the Sunderland Stingers, and we're going to have to find something back here and get some shots on net. We've had basically one so far by Ella there. It's a good one. Cadeau with a pass out for Cassidy as she carries that center, sending a saucer pass in to Cadeau along the close side boards. And she works it down low. She's looking out front. Nobody in front there for her. Nice little back pass, though, for Charlie. Just a bit behind her, and she has to retrieve that. Pass towards the net. Cadeau picking that up as she circles around the net. Sophie's trailing with her, but this wide ice, it really spreads that triangle. Cadeau cutting through the middle. Shot up and over the net, though. Got to get it down. Sunderland picking up that loose ring as they're going to get the... stop that shot clock from going off anyway. They dump it deep into the zone, picking it in the far close side corner, that is. Number 4 circling around with it. And they've got a trailer in behind and a drop pass at the top here. There it is for 16. She turns, shot to the net. Oh, just missing the side of the net. As Sunderland still has it, but their shot clock's ticking down. Circling around the top. Shot low, saved by Emma, and she holds that into the crease nicely too. Distributes it over to Cassidy on the close side. Cassidy up the middle, finding, is that Cadeau? Cadeau's looking up, going far side for Charlie. Bit of a late pass and ended up being behind her, but her and Sophie are cleaning it up right now. Sophie under trouble there, trying to move it, but she's got a lot of Sunderland players on her. And we end up losing the ring as they break out of their zone. Sunderland at center, drifting a pass up just out of the reach. Kelsey's in chase to get it behind the net. Oh, I think she went to wind it up and just missed the stab there. And as Kayla's got it, it's going to be a Sunderland ring as they were second stick in. Yeah. Sunderland close side circle here, passing it just outside the circle as 10 grabs it, coming across top shot, and wow, as she rifles one into the top shelf there as well to give them a 3-0 lead. Just came out across the top and just enough room to step outside that line. Nobody's trailing it along the line, and that's probably the biggest issue right there is that our forwards, you got to follow that player as they come across that free play line. Make sure that she can't put it over that line with the extra space. We've got to track her. Center here, looks like Kelsey's playing some center here. Not sure what the lines are looking like. Maybe there's a rotation happening, but Kayla's got it back in the zone now. Sending a long pass in for Sophie, so Kayla's back on defense now. I'm not sure how they're operating over there. Not sure, I'll figure it out. Circling here is Sophie. Sophie towing that line, trying to cut through. She's still on it, shoots a bounce off the goalie's pad and comes to the side. Kelsey trying to get it, she knocks it loose. Picked up by Chloe, her and Kelsey run into each other. But Kelsey ends up coming away, they're driving through, and on her knees there, tried to get a shot off. But as she was in the crease, there's a 5 count happening on the far side boards, and just long enough for the count there that we couldn't grab it and keep playing. So goalie ring now. Sunderland looking for a pass. There's the player coming around. Now Kelsey jumps on a scene as it was the only option, steals that one. She's cycling back on her backhand, looking to drive through. On a quick backhand, a couple fakes. Oh, there it is! As she waits out the goalie and flips it up to the right side over the pad. You can just see she kept just jiggling that ring around, trying to fake them all out. And the last second pulls it around and gives that a little flicker just to the far side. Well, we're on the board, so that's good. We're down still by 2, though. But at least there's some life there with some nice movement. And I think Kelsey definitely likes that extra ice out there. Playing a little man on here. Sunderland has to dump it into the zone. Clean stab by 28. She's coming across the top. Cadeau trying to push out. Cassidy picking her up on the other side now. And as Sunderland circles around the net, we got to try and keep her pushed out. Oh, that was a quick drive through the middle back door. Oh, Emma, nice save as she slides across. But that was in the crease there, and that's going to be a goalie ring. Almost had a backdoor goal again for Sunderland. Emma looking to move it. Jade now going behind, but we're out of time. As a little miscue on who's moving where, I think, there. Sunderland with the pass on the close side. 10 again here as she comes across the top, dropping it back. Quick shot by 13, blocked out front. Another shot, save off the pad of Emma as she was able to get that one loose along the boards. Nobody seems to be able to pick it up. It pops out. Cadeau and Sunderland have a stick in it. Sunderland barrels their way through with it still on their stick as they circle around and regroup. In and behind, they got one player sitting right out front. There's the re-entry coming in for 10. A little slow pass, so she can't shoot right away. Tries the backdoor pass again. It goes right through everybody, but Cassidy gets it. But she's tangled up back behind the net by 2 Sunderland players again. They're just not quite moving in the best spots, it looks like, through the zone there. So, oh, I know what's up in here. Okay, gotcha. Sunderland in with the ring, fake towards the net. They go back to the far boards. So they pick it up off the bounce, coming across the top, looking for a backdoor pass. And Emma, wow, she got the arm down on that. I couldn't see it through the crowd, but she made the save as Sunderland tried to double back in. And another long hold there for the 5 seconds gives the ring right back to Sunderland. Sunderland on the close side here, pass to the boards, 28 on the pickup. She comes across the top. Oh, she missed the fake. I think it was supposed to be a fake. Shot saved by Emma off the blocker. And looks like we got a crease violation. Is this going to give Sunderland the ring back again? Sunderland takes a shot on net. It goes to the side. They pick it up in behind, though. And as they circle around, they flat pass across the top. Sunderland has it again. There's a miss, though. Kayla was able to get it for a second. Now Chloe has it. Chloe's trying to skate for some open ice. She doubles back, throwing it into the middle, just out of the reach of Kelsey. But Kayla there is able to knock it ahead a bit, but not quite grab it as Sunderland retrieves it back into our end. And a little bit of a player down. Not sure what happened there, but Chloe got her stick back. And quick count. There's 4 of us in there as she realized it and got out of the zone. Into the neutral zone, checked by Chloe there. Now Kelsey gets the loose ring. She's skating ahead. She's got Kayla. Kayla here picking it up along the boards. She's going to give it probably right back to Kelsey. Just a bit behind her, though. Got to lead those passes, girls. We had an opportunity. Just two missed stabs right there. Doesn't help. Nice check there by Cassie, but Sunderland still gets it and goes to a quick backhand and is able to score a 4th goal for Sunderland. So a couple of errors on one end, turns around and make it a goal for the other. As you see, just that lead pass ahead, just couldn't get the stick check enough on her. She goes backhand over Emma. Okay, 7:35 left in the first period as Cassie sends a long one deep into the corner for Sophie. Sophie picking that up along the boards on her backhand. She doubles back to go forehand and around, but Sunderland is pressing out pretty far from that triangle. So we can build up some speed and find some passes. She signs a low pass. Oh, she tried to find Charlie, but it was just intercepted. Stick checks, though. Charlie gets it back, sends a pass to Sophie. She's going around the top, doubles back into a backhand, finding Cadeau there, but she couldn't get a shot off. And Sunderland now picks it up coming out of their zone. As they touch it at center ice, skating up towards the blue line. Nice poke ahead by Jade, sending it deep into our corner, but was not able to retrieve it. Cadeau with a stick check there, knocking it loose. She's got it, but does she have anywhere to go? It doesn't look like it as it's blown down, and that's going to be a Sunderland ring in their end. Or in our end, sorry. Sunderland with a pass to the close side. Over 28 coming across the top. That backdoor player is just sitting there ready and keyed up. There was a stick check there and picked up by Cassidy as she skates around that trying to evade her attackers. Looking up the boards, just got to drip it, Cassidy. And our players weren't there in time. So good try. Nice check from Kelsey. Pickpockets her from behind. She's got Ella ahead of her. Nice lead pass for Ella. Kelsey there drifting in behind, but a centered being passed for Cadeau. Oh no, that's Holly's out there finally now, I think. As we've got our full bench moving there. A drop pass back for Holly from Ella. Holly goes and uses that extra big ice out there. She rips one to the net. Goalie with the Keeley. It knocks it around out front, and Sunderland gets that rebound. In center ice there off of a Sunderland player. Kayla picking it up, though. She sends it deep off the boards for Ella. Ella with a clean stab on that one as she comes back across the middle. Finding a cross pass for Holly. Just couldn't stab right away. Shot goes just wide. Kelsey battling in behind. She's tied up, can't get to it. Sunderland has it, but Ella ties her up, and we're going to get possession of that ring now. She's a little bit. Not the smallest I've seen. Your goalie on your hockey team is smaller. and she's like... Yeah, the pads look small, but she moves quick. Pass over the close side boards for Cadeau from Sophie as Cadeau carries it down and around. We got Sophie just set up here on the far side. Cadeau looking to drive through, loses it in a stick check though. Sunderland breaking away now. Not a clean stab, but they still have it. They turn back, sending one through the middle, and there number 10 cleanly gets it. And Sunderland gets in the zone to set up. Coming across the top. Need to be pressed out there. Not enough though, and the shot's able to get off. Bouncing off the back boards. Sunderland still has possession of it. As they come back across the top again. Dropping one back. It's just inside line. Nobody getting to it, though, as we're just sitting there. We can't grab it. Now Kayla grabs a rebound. Picks it up, sending a cross-ice pass for Charlie. We couldn't control that one, and Sunderland comes back in. Nora trying to stab the ring. She gets run through there by Sunderland. Now Kayla has it. And as Kayla works up these close-side boards, stabbed there by Cadeau. Cadeau gets it down into the corner for Sophie. And Sophie takes her time in behind the net. She's circling with all that space. Drops one back for Cadeau. Almost hooked it too much. Cadeau has to battle to hang on to it. Can't quite do much with it as Sunderland's right on top of her. So just a little too much on that back pass there. Sunderland breaking up and ahead. Couldn't quite get it through. Jade blocking it. Now they go cross ice all alone. Emma goes down and gets up and gets down again to make the save. And as she hangs onto that, let's see if we can grab that for her and see how that worked out. So you can see wide open across. The player fakes. Emma drops. Emma gets one leg up and then makes that save still and holds on to it. One step in from that player, and she probably would have had a better angle in the net. So she made a nice fake, but one extra step. Sunderland on the far side coming across. They go out into all that big ice. They pass it right back in. Whoops, I didn't zoom out for you, but now they're across the top. Try to feed a backdoor again. They are constantly working on doing that one there. So as they carry it in and behind the net, Chloe picking her up on the far side. Her and now Addison Holly with a nice stick down was able to block it. Shot goes wide of the net, bouncing to the crease where Emma's able to grab it at the edge. But it was just outside the crease, so Sunderland was able to grab it first. It didn't look like they got the reset on it, though. So as there's 10 seconds on the shot clock, so we'll take that. There's a missed one, and Chloe has it, gets a little bit bumped over. Can it get over that free play line for Kelsey? Just barely, and it gets over the blue line now as Kelsey couldn't maintain it. Ella trying to sweep there and get that ring out, no luck. And Sunderland sending it in and through to the zone as they're working down in behind again and applying some more pressure. Quick out front shot saved by Emma. And as it's in their feet, Sunderland has it again. They can't get that shot off as Holly blocks it, and Chloe's skating out with it, trying to, but she's pressured there as Sunderland was all over. So a nice support pass to Jade. Jade coming back to Holly. Holly just off the tip of her stick. She sends it deep into the corner for Ella. And as Ella picks it up along the board, she's got Kelsey with her. She drops it. Kelsey fakes, cutting on a low walk, short side corner. Just couldn't get it in there as it bounced off the goalie into the back. Sunderland on the pickup, sending it into the neutral zone. It's off a skate. Cassidy almost has it. Now Holly gets it. Holly's looking ahead of her. She's got Kelsey along the boards. Kelsey coming in, looking cross ice for Ella. Ella shot, scores! What a pass right there by Kelsey to find Ella. And this time she gets that shot off with no doubter and lots of time on it to get it in the net. As the goalie was sliding across, you can see here, she pushed off and just couldn't get the blocker in front, so Ella picked that mid-height really nicely there. Well, we're back within two. Let's see if we can hold on to it and gain a little bit more on them. .251 left in the first. Did they have a penalty that I didn't even notice? Oh, it looked like somebody just came out of the box, but I guess not. Anyhow, Sunderland out the ring at center. Sending a lead pass, nicely blocked by Sophie. Sophie still has it. She technically carried it on both sides of that line, but it was not blown down. And as Sunderland still has it in the zone, Barrie's able to get it. Chloe trying to skate her way out with it. Nice kick up with her foot to the stick. Now it's Nora. Nice pass to the far side. She finds Cadeau. Cadeau tried to body block before getting the ring, and she wasn't able to get it. Now it's tied up, but Sunderland's coming out with it. As they cut across the neutral zone, looking for a nice easy pass in. Barrie nicely pressured with the stick and coverage there. But Sunderland does get it in down and low. They're setting up here. We got a penalty? Yes, we do, as they've got four in the zone. They're trying to set up that box. So there's a quick shot blocked out front by Chloe. It's rolling to the crease, and it rolled right back out, and they're going to blow it down for, I'm guessing, a crease violation on Sunderland, which is going to give us the ring. But a body is being called on Cadeau, and I'm guessing it's when she was along the boards over there. And she'd pinned the player, so didn't play the ring, so that's where we got into a bit of trouble. So she's basically out for the rest of the period. Jade with a pass back for Holly as Sunderland took off covering other avenues. Holly looking at mid-ice, finding Kelsey with a clean stab. Kelsey spinning back, using up all that big ice out here. She cuts right through. There's a lead up for Holly up along the deep corner. Holly has a bit of space, but couldn't get it out to the front quick enough. She drops it for Kelsey. Kelsey looking to low walk. No luck there. Shot clock is ticking down, though, as Sunderland grabs it. That was a reset, so we can get it right back, but unfortunately unable to, as Sunderland breaking into the neutral zone. Jade on the stick check tight to the boards here. It's hard to see where it's at, but looks like Sunderland might still have it, and they do as they're coming across that line. They couldn't quite put it over, and now they send it in on the finally get it into the zone. 8-8 with a shot. That goes just wide off of Emma's blocker. She pushes it to the corner. Sunderland on the change, coming down along the boards, and as they circle around, they've got a change coming, so they are just waiting for their extra players to get out there. They are still short one that they haven't put out there yet, so that's benefit for us as there's a minute left in our penalty. Is 10 seconds on the shot clock. Sunderland are going to need that reset here soon. 10 with a back pass. At 5, 25 looking to shoot one off the side of the net. That's not a reset. That was the side, not on the net. But a referee on the far side can't see that, so she called it a reset, assuming it was a good one. So attempted backdoor pass there by Sunderland again, just off and wide. They pick up that ring, though, as they still circle the top. 38 seconds left in the period as Sunderland is circling here, trying to come around with it. They are dropped it there. Sunderland gets a shot to that. Emma makes a save. It bounces out of the crease, though. And now we got a race to get it. Jade is on it. She finds a cross for Cassidy. Cassidy's looking up ice. Oh, get it out, Cassidy. There you go. She found Ella in middle ice. Ella with the ring. She's got Holly far side off the boards. Holly's got it. She's got 13 seconds if she can get to the net. We got a bit of time. Sends a far pass for Kayla just off the stab. She's got 5 seconds now. Emma letting them know time is ticking. Kayla with the shot there. Goalie makes the save. And that's the end of the first period, as it was a strong start by Sunderland, but Barrie's fired back twice. And the score making it 4-2 at half. Well, I can definitely say it's a much better game than it was last week. And that open ice is definitely helping even it up here. So another happenings here this weekend. We had the 19Bs were in Niagara Falls, so they ended up going 1-2. They lost a close one in the third game against Upper Ottawa Valley, who we lost to in Newmarket as well. So that didn't get us into finals, but Upper Ottawa, they ended up winning it in the end over Niagara. So a 2-0 game wasn't too bad considering we even lost a player in that game. So up and coming, obviously, next weekend is going to be our Single A Provincials in Kitchener. So there'll be games starting on Thursday. There's one Thursday. I think we play like 12:30 or something fairly early. Maybe it's later, and the next day we play 12:30. Anyway, we've got a game Thursday, game Fridays, and Saturday. So lots going on next weekend as well. Let's just hope for good connections, and that way I can bring all the games to you. The weekend after that is going to be a regionals weekend in London, as the season here is slowly wrapping up. Yeah. Well, so we're going to start the second period here. Penalty is over. Back to 5-on-5. And Cadeau passing out to the far side for Kayla. Kayla looking in the corner. That goes into the middle to find Kelsey. Kelsey's breaking through. Oh, off the goalie and behind the net as she was streaking through with some speed. But as we pick it up from behind the net, it looks like Kelsey trying to come around that line, still hanging on to it, using that extra ice, cuts into the middle, loses her footing, and as she's down, she's still battling on her back, but couldn't quite hang on to it. So looks like it got tied up just enough to give Barrie the ring back as Kelsey's working it hard out there. Man, I thought she had that backhander. I don't know did she miss the net or the goalie clip it a bit. I think the goalie might have got a bit on it as she drove through there. Cadeau passing out for Ella. Kelsey setting up in the middle. She's all alone in the middle. Oh, we didn't see it though. Ella skating around, passing back to find Kelsey. It goes in behind. Kelsey's first to get it, trying to walk out front with it now. She's got to look around, finding it past Cadeau just a little too hard and past her. Cadeau quickly to that ring. And as she circles away with it, she's got possession, finding a pass that got intercepted by Sunderland. And they're back out to the neutral zone, but there's stick check by Kayla. We've got an advantage of 3-on-2 here, sending it long and deep in for Ella though. And it looks like our players might be changing, so that's unfortunate. I would have preferred to see a short change, a short pass so we could actually drive the net. But good time for a change, though. Who just hit the ice there? Kayla? Oh, Jesus, she lost that edge of the boards. Anyhow, Barrie out here circling with the ring. Holly at the top. She's trying to cut through. Got a shot off on goal. Rebound needs to be gotten, but couldn't quite get to it. But it's knocked loose there as Charlie throws it out front for Sophie. And it just comes out the free play, though. But nobody's really got possession of it. Well, now Sunderland does as they get it out into the neutral zone. At center, Sophie steals it back. She gets stick check there. Still has it, though. Finding a pass for Charlie. Just off her stick, but Charlie grabs it back. Pass was just behind Sophie. We got to learn to lead those passes just a little bit better. The pass into the zone. Oh, Jade didn't see it. Chloe would have had it, but then she knocked it away. Bit of a bouncing ring out there. Sunderland regaining possession with it again. And as they curl around the top, there's a flat pass across. And the fake shot goes to backhand to Emma with the save, as she's in great positioning for that. Emma in behind, finding Chloe. Chloe hits the brakes to dodge her attack. Finding a nice pass across, but everybody left that side of the boards, and they didn't see the pass coming. Chloe with a nice stick check. Looks like she might have stole it back here in that corner. At least slowed down Sunderland that Holly could jump in and help. Chloe has it there, and it flicks up and over everybody into the neutral zone. Sunderland retrieving it, though. Sophie pressuring right to the line. Sunderland dodges her. A pass at the blue line picked off by Holly. Holly sees for Sophie. Oh, it went in between her legs and just couldn't grab it. Just need to approach our angle on it, go outside a bit there. Sunderland at neutral ice here with it as they curl around to center, cutting through. Sophie losing her footing there. And number 4 is Sunderland coming through, driving to the net. Backhand off the shoulder and stick of Emma, and she picks it up in the crease. Emma's calling for, I think Cadeau was calling for the high throw, but by the time Emma threw it, she ran out of time. And that's going to give Sunderland the ring back in our zone. 12-12 left in the game. Still down by 2. Sunderland with a pass into the close side corner. So they going back to that initial player. They've got 4 in the zone. Why? Oh, they must be practicing their 4 in, and it's a good game to practice it, obviously. So Emma with the save there as Barrie had to adjust to that. And as Emma looks to throw, she finally gets one far side for Kayla, but just out of her reach. And Sunderland regains it as their goalie's heading back to the net. So as Sunderland checks, they can only go 3 in at the moment. The goalie's now heading back towards the bench, and now they can put their 4 in. But shot clock has been winding down, and that was a missed pass. It was picked up by Ella there. So was that both sides?
No, she wasn't quite off the ice yet.
Oh, they did call the 4 in. I wasn't sure because it looked like she entered quickly, but goalie wasn't off the ice, so that's was 4 in by Sunderland, which is going to give us our ring here at center. Holly on the ring, passing over to Nora. Nora carrying it up towards the line, sending a deep, high flip pass in. Finding Sophie, who cleans it up. She's carrying it in behind the net. And as she circles around, she's looking for an option. No, she's going to take it herself to the net, onto a forehand backhand. She's hooked, though, and that's going to be a penalty to Sunderland. And Barrie's going to get a power play chance here to try and get us back within 1.
Have a look.
Trying to find just the right spot to put this in so I can see the best angles for you. All right. Oh, looks like we're going to try 4 in. You know what? If they can do it, we can do it too. Emma's heading to the bench. And why wouldn't you practice it with 1 week before provincials, right? Well, we pass it over to this side. Sophie picking it up there. We're not setting up the box, though, here, unless we've got a different setup here. There's the draw for Holly. Holly turns and rips one and hits a player, though. Not what I would think we would try to do with 4 in the zone. Now Emma's racing back to get in position. Charlie with a nice intercept off her skate and picks up the loose ring. And again, just behind Sophie. We got to look ahead of ourselves. Come on, get that pass on. Let's go, girls. Chloe with a nice stick check, knocking it loose. Charlie working it along the board. She gets it back. Just behind Sophie there. Sophie gets it, though, and she's circling up, finding a cross pass for Charlie. Charlie leaving it there for Holly. Holly faking, cutting in between 2. We had the goalie off, but they're going to say that she wasn't off when Chloe entered. It's hard to tell. It'd be a close one, so they're going to give the ring back here to Sunderland at center ice. Well, that's unfortunate. So a 1:18 left in the penalties to Sunderland. Sunderland getting the ring up easy at center ice here as we're playing back with our W. Approaching the blue line, there's the pass through around Kelsey as they get it into the close far side corner. Sunderland circling back, there's the drop pass, and they look for a quick shot. That's off the side of the net and in behind. No reset, so they pick it up again as their player number 8 circling quick with speed. Again, she misses the net. Under 10, 5 seconds now on shot clock. Trying to get to that reset. Pass out to the free play. Nothing happened. Still no possession. And no buzzer went, so they got to blow it down. Now the reset happened, but we didn't get possession of it. That's kind of crap. We should have had a goalie ring in our end there. So the buzzer did not go. And here comes Sunderland in with the ring. Over on the far side. Pass into the middle. Quick shot saved by Emma. She looks over far side to find Jade just off of her stick, though. It was in her feet. Sunderland trying to jog back towards the net. Quick coming around high. Quick shot low. Saved by Emma. There we try it again. There it is on Jade's stick. She looks across ice. Support pass there for Cassidy. Cassidy finding it up for Ella. Ella sending it long as Kelsey calls for it. Kelsey going in one-on-one. Backhand. Oh, a goalie with a save. Diving across. And Kelsey picks it up out of the crowd again. Cutting through. There's a quick shot off the goalie. Again, it's in behind. She's trying hard to find another one here. It's in behind there as Ella digs it out from the group. She circles wide, dropping it for Kelsey on the boards as the other two are changing. Kelsey circling, waiting for her teammate to come get that ring. And maybe taking one last attack at it here. She gets in again, up and high. They're just a little too high on that one. And as Sunderland picks it up in behind the net, they're coming out through into the neutral ice with their first blue line pass. And as they gain it there, they look back for the give and go. But a nice stick check there by Charlie and Sophie to tie up the stick and knock it loose. Charlie waiting for Holly. It gets at the line. Holly has to grab it as Sunderland was right on him. And it hadn't cleared the line yet. Finding Kayla across ice. Kayla looking back to the far side to find Charlie over there. Charlie back to Holly. Holly on the stab. Tries to snap a shot but hits the defender. Charlie was able to knock it to the goalie where she picks it up at this point. And Sunderland goalie is going to hold that one and get a full line change. 8:21 left in the game. Still 4-2, but Barrie's been on the doorstep a bit here. Just couldn't quite find one past that goalie there on two great shots there by Kelsey. Well, here we go again. Barrie's pulled the goalie. We're going to go 4 in. We've got the possession, so you may need this come provincial, so it's something good to practice. So set up your box is, I'm guessing, the play. Maybe not. So it looks like we've got Holly on the circle in the cycle here. There's a drop. Sophie cutting through the pick. Oh, she cuts all the way around the picks. There's back in front for Holly. Holly trying to step out. No luck there. Just playing with that extra player. Oh, careful. Use that extra ice out there. Driving through. In a bit of trouble. Finding Sophie on the far side. Sophie, quick shot. Goalie makes the save. If we can get it back, that's a great reset. And it's all just in time as it's at the free play line. Holly there has it. Sophie going to change. Holly tries a cross pass there for Charlie. Just past her. She picks it up in the close side corner. And as she picks it up, she's going to send it there for Cadeau. Cadeau just about missed it. She goes back and gets it. And she skates away with it. Lines are changing. Cadeau circling around, losing it in a stick check. Oh, just before Kelsey could grab it. And Emma's got to start hurrying back. Ella there first on the ring, though, before it gets in. Nicely picked up. She's got a lead for Kelsey. Kelsey with a clean stab. Kelsey rips one. Goalie with a save. It bounces. Oh, we went 4 in again way too quickly as our goalie was not even close to being to the bench. So we really got to pay attention to that one as that rebound was just about to bounce out front for us. Almost want to say try a quick 5-hole shot. Just a quick snap, no release, no wind-up. Anyhow, Sunderland on the ring here, passing over to the close side. Circle here as they come up to the blue line. They feed one through, blocked out front though by Cadeau. She feeds it up for Kelsey. Kelsey has it. She's got to wait for some help here. She's under massive attack though. It's knocked loose. Sunderland picking it up, but there's a penalty coming as there's a slash called against Sunderland, and Barrie's going to get another chance on the power play. And I'm pretty sure we're going to see Emma Ski. She's getting her workout in today as she's going back and forth to that bench. Well, let's see. What kind of setup are we going to do here? You think that should have been Kels?
The girl was looking at her. Banged her right there. I thought Kelsey was.
Oh. Well, obviously they had one first on the other team, so. So Kelsey here passing over for Cadeau. Looks like we're doing an in motion with 4. Probably just keeping a constant in front of the net player is what I'm seeing it from our 4 in here. Cadeau looking for that flat pass across. Nothing there. She's got space. Signs a backdoor pass. Ella couldn't quite stab it quick enough. Kelsey turns and shoots off the goalie. Ella picking up that rebound. So there's a reset. At least we can retry it here as Ella comes across the top. There's a pick. She's cutting through the middle onto a backhand over the net. There is a nice try by Ella. And as it's in behind, Barrie gets out of the zone so Emma can get to the net. And Sunderland's going to get it in the close side corner. As they carry into the neutral zone, Sunderland on the ring. They get up over the next blue line. Chloe just missed on the check. 88 coming in onto a backhand. Oh, Emma with a nice Keeley save. More than one in this blown down goalie ring. I did hit a replay there, so we're going to miss a bit of play, but I think it's worth it here. As you can see, that nice Keeley stab by Emma. So we'll see the play here come back in a second as we're up to center ice now. Pass cross ice for Charlie. She's going to pick it up on the far side boards. And as she gets it in behind the net, she's looking for Holly out front. And there's Sophie she drops it for instead. Sophie coming around. That stick's wrapped right around her body and basically held her up. No call there, though. Charlie picking up a loose ring. Oh, come on, Charlie. Move with it. Move with it. It was just tried to make a pass there and just was not covered there. So we got a penalty. Uh-oh. What did we get a penalty for? So Sophie got a hooking call now. So we're going to see 4-on-4 out here, with 42 seconds left in the Sunderland penalty. And 5:42 left in the game. No scoring this period, but lots of excitement as both teams are playing around with the 4 in the zone. Well, Sunderland not going to do it here. I mean, you'd have nobody back, though, so I guess you really can't. Sunderland fakes to the net, passing to the boards. Coming across the top now is 13, trying to push her way through. Holly kind of holding her ground. Now Kayla does as they send them around the net into a cycle here. So watch that back door as they're going to try and cut through. Knocked loose. There, Kayla picks up the loose ring. As Kayla skates across ice, he sends a pass just too far ahead of Holly to get. Sunderland has it along the boards. Her and Charlie there trying to get it. No luck. Sunderland sending it into the zone with a clean stab. 13 intercepted pass by Kayla. But Sunderland re-grabs it again as they circle away with it. Both teams changing some players. Sunderland only got 2 there at the moment. Shot, that's up and over the net. Sorry, off of Emma and over the net. And as Sunderland gets their 5th player back on the ice, they are circling down in behind the Barrie's net. 88 on the carry, coming across the top. There's the draw for 4. 4 winds up and rips one. It goes wide of the net. As Sunderland picks that up again, coming on the attack again with 12 seconds on the shot clock. It's in behind for 4. And as she circles out and away, she drops it on the far side. Sunderland coming to the net. They need that reset. They put a weak one towards the back door, but nobody there but Kayla as she gets it up for Kelsey. Kelsey cutting through with some speed around them. She sees Holly inside the zone. It's off Holly's feet. Kelsey's like, I'll take that. But she just couldn't quite grab it quick enough. And as Barrie has to retreat, being as we are short for another 45 seconds, Sunderland coming on the attack. Nice intercept by Kayla, though, as Sunderland lost the ring at the blue line. And as Kayla looking up, she's got to get Kelsey here. Kelsey trying to pull it out. She loses it, though, as she got double-teamed. And Sunderland's got extra man in here, so Kelsey's going to have to jump into the zone. Almost got to stick on him. Oh, Emma, what a save! Wow, I want to capture that one. Hopefully we can see it later as it gets into the zone again by Sunderland. Picked up down low by Cassidy. Cassidy curling around to the far side. She's built up some speed, cutting in through the middle now. She's got to find that pass there. She hits Cadeau. Cadeau just missed it, and Sunderland has possession of it. And as they get a pass into the zone, clean stab by 97. She shoots, Emma knocking it down again, and it's picked up at the side by Cassidy. Cassidy on a backhand up through the middle. It does pop out of the zone by Sunderland, and Ella has it, but she loses it as she couldn't get moving quick enough. And as it's tied up, she got a stick in the ring just enough to slow the pass down. It's over along the boards as Sunderland still has possession of it. And as they try to make the pass in, Ella stops it again. But finally it does bounce in, and Sunderland 4 trying to drive through. And a hooking call I think is going to come to Nora here. But number 4 was driving through pretty solid to that net and probably would have had a backhand goal happen there. So, yeah, there goes Nora. She's going to go to the box for a hooking call. As we just got out of the box from the 1 penalty, we have 1 more now with 3:10 left in the game. Still down by 2 as both teams are firing but can't seem to find that goal. So timeout called here by Zoe, I believe, as give her players a bit of a break here to finish off this get this penalty killed off and see if we can get a goal shorthanded too. We kind of need one. Well, there's the end of the pep talk. Let's see if we can get this goal deficit halfened up here. It's definitely been a much more exciting game than the last one. That's for sure. So goalie is out, so Sunderland's going to start with 4 in again. And they're going to set up immediately into the box. The classic box setup here is they're going to pass it around and try and get our defense moving, and the goalie's slipping one way or the other. They pass to the low post. They do well with those backdoor passes, so they are looking for those low post quick shots. Pass back across the top, back and forth. Sunderland working here. Nice stick work by Holly, trying to miss their stab, but Sunderland recovers it. And now they're going to have to regroup again. Shot clock under 10. There's a shot high and over the net by 8. She's got a shot, but it's usually been high and wide lately. And there's one by 16 off the goalie. That's going to give them the reset, but it's in Jade's feet, and she couldn't cleanly get it. So as Sunderland player falls, we're trying to grab it here from them. And Holly had it for a second. Chloe couldn't quite get to it. It finally goes in the crease for Emma to pick up so that she can hopefully move it. Chloe coming around the net with a quick little toss there by Emma. Chloe skating up the far side, hits the break and breaks the ankles of the Sunderland player as she goes down. And as we get it finally into the neutral zone, Charlie is on the ring. She's got a pass back for Holly. Holly now looking to drive through. She gets through. Backhand as she goes down and flips it just over the net. And it looks like Sunderland in the crease is going to give Barrie the ring right back here. So that was a nice little spurt of energy. She just kind of drove right between them and just caught the defense a little off guard when she hit that extra gear. I thought she might have been hooked a bit going through there. So far side, we've got Sophie and Cadeau looking to get something set here. Kayla slips into the zone. Sophie passing over to Cadeau. Cadeau building up some speed to go around the back of the net here. And as she's got Kayla on a re-entry, there's the drop for Kayla. Kayla looking to cut through. Ooh, running into some trouble there. No luck on that one as the defense holds her out. A back pass for Cadeau. In her feet. It's outside the free play. They're still bouncing to try and get it. It gets out over the line, though. Cadeau gets it right back, though, sending it down the boards for Sophie. Sophie's got a bit of space and speed, cutting across. She gets over there, but she couldn't get the shot off. It's wide open. Scores! And that's called hard work paying off as she's able to get a goal in there as she drives around with some really good speed. And as you can see, she came across. The goalie steps out huge to make the save, but it bounces fortuitously right there in front for Sophie to put that backhander in the net. Well, shorthanded goal. I said we needed one, and we got one with 1:27 left and 17 seconds left in the penalty. Barrie is back within one. Whoa, too many on the ice by like a lot. We had 6 players plus a goalie out there and one in the box. So as Barrie's getting their players set up out there. Ella's like, I don't know what's going on. And here we go. Last minute and a half here is Sunderland picking it up, getting it into the zone, picked up by Jade cleanly, though, as she works it down behind the net. We need to make sure we get it out of our end here. Oh, no, Jade losing it there in contact. Sunderland has it, and this time they can start working the clock if they want to and just kill the time. Sunderland coming in with the shots, and there it is. Just a little bit of a mistake there and not getting it up and moving a stick check there, and it ends up turning into a goal against on us. So, well, we were within one, had a chance there with a minute left here, and just a bad bounce there, and we're back down within 2. But you know what? It ain't over. There's still time left here. You just got to make it a quick one here. Pass over to the far side. Kayla on it, faking. She's looking for Kelsey. There's a short pass, but too much of a flick there, and it just bounced around. And now it's coming back the other way. Sunderland pounces through with it. Shot off the crossbar, bounces out front. Kelsey's on it. She's trying to get away from some people, pulling it through. She's tied up a little, losing it. Kayla now has it. Kayla pushing it out and away, and she has the ring. She comes up along there, sending it all the way down the ice. That's going to be a two-line pass. And as she sends it down there, Sunderland is there to pick it up first with 34 seconds left as they circle out onto the far side. There's an intercepted pass there, picked up by Kelsey. Kelsey finding Ella along the boards. Ella with 23 seconds left, finding Holly in the middle, but intercepted by Sunderland. Sunderland now skating away with it with 15 seconds left, getting it out of their zone, into the neutral zone. Kayla couldn't quite intercept. Sunderland has it, 2-on-1, but Kayla gets back quickly for it. She sees a pass up for Ella, sending it for Ella. Kelsey is in motion with 5 seconds. Kelsey on the ring. She can get a shot. Drop pass back. Holly looks to shoot, and goalie makes the save. Well, that's the end of it there, the 5-3 loss to Sunderland. But you know what? It was a good one, a good way to end the regular season games and a prelude into next week. You know, we just need to come out like we did at the end there early on. Emma came up big with some big saves, and we could have held off on those first couple of goals that Sunderland had. We would have been right in this one-goal game or even leading. So got to come out right away next time, ladies, and be ready for next week there. Let's get out, practice, and get ready. So anyway, everybody, thanks for watching, and have yourself a pleasant Sunday, and we'll see you next week.